Hi, hello everyone. I'm Sharnigan. Today I'm going to talk about the digestive system and gut health. The effect of fiber on digestion and gut health. I'm going to explain this. What is the digestive system? The digestive system is a group of organs that work together to break down food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate waste product from the body. And what is it important? The digestive system is essential for life because it helps our body get the nutrients and energy it needs to function. And next one is structure and function of the human digestive system. Human alimentary canal is a long tube which connects with external environment, and human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and associated glands. The alimentary canal consists of the following parts. First one is oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. The associated gland include salivary gland, pancreas, and liver. Next one is oral cavity, mouth. The oral cavity consists of the tongue, teeth, and salivary glands. In the mouth, both mechanical and chemical digestion is carried out. There are four types of teeth in the mouth. Food is cut, smashed, and ground by different type of teeth with different shapes. This makes it easier to slow food and increase the surface area for digestion. Salivary glands release saliva into the oral cavity through the duct. Releasing saliva into the oral cavity occurs when food enters the oral cavity due to the nervous reflex. Is a reflection. Saliva, Saliva consists of the water, amylase, mucus, antimicrobial agents like lysozyme, hemoglobin, and buffers. Functions there. The amylase begins the digestion of starch into the mucus. Water dissolves food, its taste. Mucus lubricates food, protects mouth lining, and antimicrobial fight bacteria, and buffers neutralize the acid to prevent tooth decay. Next one is tongue. It's composed of skeletal muscles scaled to mix the food with saliva, and that makes easier for slowing and helps to push into the posterior part of the oral cavity and into the pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage of the respiratory tract and digestive tract. The pharynx lead to the esophagus. Esophagus Esophagus is a long tube which connects the pharynx and the stomach. It's found in the thoracic cavity. The wall of the esophagus consists of both skeletal and smooth muscles. The skeletal muscles are located towards the uppermost part of the esophagus, and these muscles function during swallowing. The rest of the esophagus consists of smooth muscles with involved in the process called in the process called peristalsis. During the process, the food balls in pushed along the esophagus, which is an alternative way of rhythmic contractions and relaxations of the smooth muscles lying in the esophagus. Next one is the stomach. The stomach is a gear-shaped dilated sac in the abdominal cavity. The inner surface of the stomach is highly found and contains a large number of pits leads the gastric glands. Gastric glands contain the three type of cells. Mucosal, first one is the mucosal and chief cells and parietal cells. The stomach's wall is very elastic. The distal part of the stomach connects with the small intestine, small intestine, and they are made up of circulatory smooth muscle. These sphincters help to regulate the passage of materials between these organs, and the chemical digestion of the stomach. The gastric glands of the stomach secrete gastric juice. The gastric juice mainly consists of the mucus and pepsinogen. It's an inactive form and H plus NCl minus HCl. Mucus and pepsinogen inactive form of pepsin are secreted by mucous cells and chief cells respectively. The parietal cells release the hydrogen ions and chloride ions separately into the stomach lumen, which are hydrogen chloride HCl is formed. Pepsinogen is the inactively converted into the pepsin by HCl. These activated pepsin help to activate the remaining pepsinogen the molecules. This activated pepsin inactivates the chemical digestion of proteins in the stomach. The charming action of the stomach facilitates the chemical digestion. This is a series of muscle contraction and relaxations. This process makes the swallowing the food with gastric juice of the stomach. First one is temporary food storage and mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. Chemical digestion is the pepsin from gastric juice break proteins into polypeptides, and absorption absorbs water, alcohol, some drugs like paracetamol immediately to absorb. Defense against pathogens. HCl kills many microbes in food and controlled release of chyme. Food is gradually released as a chyme through the through the pyloric splinter into the small intestine. And then last one is the hormonal regulation. It secretes the gastrin hormone, which helps regulate digestive activity and the stomach. Next, I'm going to talk about the small intestine. It's the longest organ in the alimentary canal. It's divided into the three regions. First one is duodenum, jejunum, and lumen. The duodenum is a C-shaped curve around the head of the pancreas. The jejunum is the middle part of the small intestine. The lumen is the terminal part of the small intestine. The surface area of the small intestine is gradually increased by permanent circulatory folds and villi. The villi are tiny finger-like projections of the intestinal wall. Most of the digestion is completed in the duodenum. The major sites of the nutrients absorbed in jejunum and lumen. chemical digestion of the small intestine. And actually, chemical digestion in the small intestine, chyme entry and mixing. Chyme entries from the stomach to the polyarteric sphincter, mixed with intestinal secretions and pancreatic juice from the pancreas, bile from the liver and gallbladder. Digestive enzymes involved from the intestinal wall. Carbohydrates are digested by disaccharides, which break disaccharides into monosaccharides. Proteins are further broken down by dipeptidase, aminopeptidase, and carboxypeptidase, which act on small peptides release individual amino acids. Nucleic acids are digested by nucleotidases, nucleosidase, and phosphatase, which break down nucleotides into nucleose, nitrogen bases, and sugar and phosphate group. Pancreas. The pancreas is the pale gray gland which consists of a broad head, a body, and narrow tail. Head is in the curve of the duodenum. Pancreas is both an exocrine and endocrine gland. The exocrine part consists of a large number of lobules made up of small acini, the walls of which consist of secretory cells. Each lobule is drained by a tiny duct, and these unity eventually to form the pancreatic duct, which joined with bile duct to form hepatopancreatic duct and open into the duodenum at its midpoint. Exocrine part of the pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice. These components of the pancreatic juice are bicarbonate, carbohydrate, carbohydrate digestion enzyme, pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase, pancreatic nuclease, and inactive from the of protein digestion enzyme, uh, trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen. These inactive enzymes are converted to active enzyme trypsin and chymotrypsin upon secretion into the lumen of the duodenum. Endocrine part of the pancreas is the islands of Langerhans, which consist of group of specialized cells. They do not have duct. Islands of Langerhans secrete hormones like glucagon and insulin, which are involved in glucose homeostasis. The liver is the largest gland in the body, with a smooth upper and anterior surface and irregular posterior surface. It consists of four lobules, each made up of tiny hexagonal lobules, which are the functional units. Each lobule contains hepatocytes, cubical liver cells, arranged in columns, radiating from a central vein. Between these columns are sinusoids, blood vessels, with incomplete walls that carry a mixture of nutrient-rich blood from the portal vein and oxygen-rich blood from the hepatic artery. This allows the blood to come into close contact with liver cells from the processing. Next one is Cooper cells. Hepatic macrophages are called Cooper cells. Cooper cells are found in the sinusoid and help remove microbes and fibers. Blood drains into the central vein which merges into large vein, eventually forming 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 the hepatic vein. Bile canaliculi found between the hepatocyte columns and collect bile which follow into bile duct. At each corner of a lobule, there is a portal trait consisting of a branch of the hepatic artery and portal vein and bile duct. Functions: bile production, metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins and fat, detoxification of drug and toxins, and immune defense. And the next one is the hormone inactivation. And last one is the heat production. Uh, from the liver, bile salt produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Uh, they are released into the duodenum where they emulsify fats, increasing the surface area for digestion by pancreatic lipase. Uh, Next one is the large intestine. The large intestine is the terminal and end of the alimentary canal. It's divided into three regions. First one is colon. Proximal part. Colon is the proximal part. Cecum and rectum. It's divided into three regions. First one is the colon. Second one is cecum, and last one is rectum. The small intestine is connected to the large intestine at the T-shaped junction. One arm of the T junction is colon. The other arm of small portion is called cecum. A finger-like projection in the cecum is called the appendix. In case the appendix parts infected by, it's called the appendix. It's a disease. The colon leads to rectum and anus. Cecum is important for fermentation of indigested materials by microbes, especially in animals that eat large amount of plant matter. It's called fibers, plant fibers. Functions of the large intestine. The colon, it completes the reabsorption of water, synthesis some vitamin B complex and vitamin K and folic acid with the help of microbes. And most phase consist of undigested matter such as fibers along the colon by peristalsis. Rectum store feces. The rectum store feces until they are eliminated. Uh, Presence of two sphincters between the rectum and anus can regulate feces and movement. Strong contractions in the colon trigger the defect, defection. And next, I'm going to talk about fibers. Fibers. What are fibers? Fiber refers to the indigestible parts of plant foods. These are carbohydrates that the human digestive system can't fully break down or absorb. However, fibers plays a very important role in digestive health. Uh, and in two types of fibers we have. First one is soluble fiber. It dissolves in water to from a gel-like substance. It can help low blood cholesterol and control blood sugar levels, found in oats, apples, and citric fruits like orange, carrot, and insoluble fibers. Does not dissolve in water, and it adds bulk to stool, and it helps food pass more quickly through the stomach and intestine. The fiber is absorbed from the water. Also, it's help to it's help to food pass more quickly through the stomach and intestine. Useful in preventing constipations. Uh, Found in whole grain, nuts, beans, and vegetables like uh, cauliflower, green beans, and potatoes. And functions of fiber. It promotes healthy digestion by regulating bowel movements. It helps prevent constipations and hemorrhoids. It may reduce the risk of colon cancer. It helps with weight management by increasing the feeling of fullness, satisfying, and it's controlling blood sugar by slow the slow absorption of sugar, and it's help lower bad cholesterol level. So we need to take more fiber on food daily. Bacteria and gut health. Gut bacteria. Inside our digestive system, especially our large intestine, lives a complex community of microorganisms known as gut microbes. These includes trillions of bacteria, both beneficial good bacteria and bad bacteria. Good bacteria like lactobacillus and Lactobacillus bulgarius and bifidobacteria. It help with digestive fiber and other food components, producing vitamins like vitamin K and some vitamin B complex, supporting our immune system and communicating with our nervous system. And bad bacteria like E. coli. E. coli is good, but some type of E. coli is bad. Clostridium tetani, Clostridium and also the bad bacteria can cause infection, disrupt digestion, and producing harmful substances like toxin in our body. It's a bad thing. Okay. A healthy gut has more good bacteria than bad bacteria. And one of the best way to support this balance through the eating fiber. Good bacteria feed on fiber, especially soluble fiber. A healthy gut has more good bacteria than bad. And one of the best way to support this balance is through eating fiber. Good bacteria feeds on fiber, especially soluble fiber, and return it producing substances like short chain fatty acids that reduce inflammations and product gut health. Some E. coli can cause disease, especially if they come from contaminated food or water, but most types are safe and helpful as part of our normal gut microbiomes. E. coli produce vitamin K, which especially for blood clotting and bone health. Humans can't produce vitamin K on their own, so gut bacteria like E. coli help help meet this need. It produces vitamins K and B complex. So some E. coli bacteria are bad, and some E. coli bacteria help to our help help us. And connection. The gut and the brain are closely connected, and scientists call this relationship the gut-brain axis. It's two-way to communication system between our digestive system and our nervous system, especially the brain. This is a large nerve that connects the brain to the gut. It sends signal both ways, letting our brains know how our brains getting, how our gut is doing well. Okay. The gut bacteria produce brain chemicals like some good gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, affect mood and happiness. It helps calm and brain reduce anxiety. In fact, about 90% of serotonin is made in the gut. And inflammation and stress. If there are too many bad bacteria in the gut, it can cause inflammation. Inflammation in the gut can lead to stress or even affect the mental health issue. A healthy digestive system with lot of fiber. A healthy digestive system with a lot of fiber and good bacteria just helps to remove digestive waste. It can also make to feel better mentally and sleep better and even think more clearly. And next I'm going to tell about digestive system disease. Digestive system disease like first one is the food intolerance like lactose intolerance. Gut can't digest certain food properly like lactose. We don't have that enzyme, lactose enzyme. It have only the child or baby. In adult person can't produce lactase enzyme, so it's a tolerance. It's like lactose intolerance. Gut can't digest certain food properly. It can be caused by damage to our gut lining to bacteria imbalance. And next one is the diarrhea. It's caused by poor diet, low fiber, dehydration, or imbalance in gut bacteria to feel good bacteria to harder to digest food. Eating too many harmful foods gut health by feeding bad bacteria. It's like sweets and make the foods like chips. Uh, it's feed bad bacteria grow. So it will produce diarrhea or some like disease. Reducing good bacteria and increasing inflammation, this can affect digestion, mood, and immune health. Bad bacteria can send a signal to our brain, curve more sugar. So, so in case we eat, one person eat more sugar, the bad bacteria is controlling that person. So, so that's called the sugar curving. Bad bacteria can send the signal to our brain to curve more sugar. It's repeat cycle. The more sugar we eat, the more our gut makes you want it. That gut is tell I want more sweets. It's controlled by the bad bacteria. Then we get the obesity and diabetes mellitus disease. And next one is the most important point: depression, anxiety. Gut bacteria help produce neurotransmitter like serotonin. Poor gut health may affect the mood swing and brain functions like depression and anxiety. Obesity. Some studies suggest bad bacteria may extract more calories from food. Fiber and good bacteria help regulate the fat storage. And second is the diabetes mellitus type 2. Poor gut health may affect how their body respond to insulin. So it can make insulin resistance. So we got the diabetes mellitus type 2 disease. Fiber and healthy bacteria improve blood sugar control. Fiber and healthy bacteria improve blood sugar and control. And next, last one is the autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Some link to chronic inflammation hurting the gut. And one important is constipation. Constipation due to the slow movement of feces the promotes the water reabsorption and result feces become a more solid. This lead to pain in the anus, difficulty in difficulty. Con- Constipations can be controlled by developing behavior just adjustments to carry out dimensions properly, intake intake of acquired fiber in the diet, it can help to prevent the constipation. So if we take more water and if we take more fiber rich food, we can control this problem. And next, how to add good gut bacteria to our body. I think good bacteria are called probiotics, and it can improve our digestion, immune system, and even mental health. First one is eat probiotic rich foods like yogurt foods, probiotic rich foods. Take probiotic supplements like yogurt contains live culture of lactobacillus bulgaricus and buffalo bifidobacterium, which are type of probiotics. We can take capsules that contain live bacteria, often used after antibiotic patients, often used after antibiotic for people with gut issue. Uh, they take capsule for to make a good gut health. The third is avoiding things that harm gut bacteria. Too much of sugar produced food feed bad bacteria. Antibody Antibiotic can wipe out both good bacteria and bad bacteria, but it's not good option to use antibodies. Um, Stress, lack of sleep, and low fiber diet, and it can reduce good bacteria. So we need to maintain the gut bacteria. It's most important to our body. So gut health is very most important. Case study of Sarah gut health transformation with fiber. Green is all student who used to eat diet low fiber, mostly fast food, white breads and sugar snacks, and chips. She often explained explained constipation, bloating, low energy, mood swing, and depression. Her, her doctor suggests increasing fiber intake and take more water to improve digestion and support her heart health. Intervention. Sarah began eating whole grains like oats and brown rice, fruits and vegetables, banana, apples, Spanish, and eat more water, drink more water. Yogurt with live culture like probiotics rich lactobacillus yogurt, and uh, she also reduced snacks and processed food. This table also this table show the transformation. Uh, health. This table show her transformation. The added fiber improved her digestion by increasing stool bulk and feeding good bacteria. Healthier gut bacteria improved her mood and focus, showing and gut-brain connection in the action. So gut health is most important. We need to maintain this our heart health. Uh, Her case studies tell about we need to take fiber-rich food in our food and take more water to drink. We need to hydrate our body. Mm, it's also maintain our good heart health. This in conclusion, dietary fiber plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy digestive system and supporting the growth and beneficial gut bacteria. These good bacteria help break down fiber, produce essential nutrients like vitamin K, and protect the gut from harmful microbes. A fiber-rich diet not only improves digestion but also support the gut-brain connection, uh, influ- gut, gut brain connection, mental clarity, and overall well being. If a person eats more dietary fiber, uh, then the number of good gut bacteria will increase to our digestion, our body. Digestion will improve, and this may positively uh, influence our brain function and mental health Also, we need to take good bacteria to our body to maintain our mental health and our physical health. These are the reference, Howard's Health Publishing and other reference resources. Thank you so much for your attention and Shaligan. Thank you so much.